Hey folks, welcome back to Skyrim. We're back inside the Dragonborn Museum, mostly because I wanted to show you guys a little bit of a secret and start off a couple of minor little quests. So, if I remember correctly, that's the library. We need to go into the East exhibit halls for this. For the moment, we have 71 exhibits in this gallery, which may sound like a lot, but it really isn't. Got the painting there. Here's where we want to go. No, it's not. This is the Daedra Hall. We want to go to the Dragonborn Gallery. Which is... Empires... Where in the fuck? Oh, hey, Orion. Are you looking for me? He is.
I'm glad you're here. I have come across a rare discovery indeed.
Oh, thank
I
you.
got word of a unique relic and was able to procure it from the cellar.
Cool.
Use it if you wish, or place it on display.
It's absolutely going on display. Easiest way to do this. Go do museum location. Dragonborn Hall. Quick teleport. Alright, so if we look on the side of these stairs, there's a button here. Button leads to the Hall of Secrets. Head down in here. We basically need to just know that this place exists so we can turn it into something. It was the simplest way to put that. That starts the Orion Morales and the Chamber of Secrets quest. And essentially all that it asks for us to do is just to go talk to Orion about the fact that this room exists. I don't think there's anything else use to us here. At least not until he turns it into a real room, but that takes a couple of days. Let's head back up. We'll find Orion. Actually, can the book take me directly to him? He's in the library. Let's go to the library. That book is super useful. It only works inside the museum, but it's very, very useful. Orion, where be you? There you are. Hey, what's up with the creepy basement?
Yes? Do you have a question? Oh, the Hall of Secrets.
Yeah.
I had all but forgotten about it, to be honest.
How do you forget about that?
Around on the foundation of the museum expansion, we accidentally broke.
Oh yeah, we
the
got a
sealed
secret
off
room
chamber that
downstairs.
was
I'm
built
just
under
gonna
the
forget about that.
previous wing of the Blue Palace. When I asked them about it, it apparently used to be some sort of panic room for Pelagius when he was in one of his more violent manic episodes.
Uh-huh.
They sealed it off long before the rest of the wing and forgot all about it.
Okay.
I asked for permission to use the room as a bit of a secret storage vault in case Solitude was ever invaded.
Oh,
I would
forward
store the
thinking.
relics there and lock down the museum. They gave permission, and I had the tunnel finished and access in the hall made.
Do you think I can store some less family-friendly stuff down there?
Certainly. I suppose if you are ever in need of a place to store items of a more questionable nature, that room would be ideal.
Exactly.
I'll go ahead and outfit it for you, but I'll take a nobody asks, nobody tells approach to it, and you do with the room as you like.
Cool.
And I won't plan on taking any tours down there either.
Yeah, bad
I should
idea.
have it all cleaned up for you by tomorrow.
Hype. So what's next, bud?
Very simple. You keep doing what you're doing and stop in here from time to time if you find anything interesting. Have a look around and find the spot to display it. In addition to displaying the spoils of your adventures, I will commission and build exhibits based on those exploits. Anything of relevant consequence can be inspiring to the people. Farewell.
All right. So that's that for now. I need to go find a spot for this hammer that he just gave me. The easiest way to do that is just stick it in the sorting chest. That's probably what I'll do. Do you have any more paintings I can throw on these walls? Nope, not of paintings. I'm trying to get to, I think 100 is the line that I need to pass. Not here. Ah, it's here. So that puts us at like, I don't know, 70 something, I'm guessing. Anyway, I can't proceed for the moment because we have less things on display than I expected us to. Oh, I wanted to go down to the Hall of Natural Science. Here we go. See if we can make a couple of these displays down here. At least, the gems one. Is there anything that we can activate, put on display? There. Can make the saber cat display. We can't make the bear one yet. We're actually out of wolf belts because I keep turning them into leather. That didn't steal any of our stuff, thankfully. Don't have dragon stuff, obviously. Can build the spring display. We can't build the hag raven one. Or those. I don't think we can build many of these, but the couple that we can build are going to be helpful to us. Can do is... Oh, we've actually filled out a good chunk of these. The gemstones. Got a few of these on display. This hall will fill out over time. But for now, we've got a couple of animals and things on display here. Anything to get us closer to that 100 display mark. Let's take a step outside into solitude proper and see if we can't figure out what our next step should be. Unless, of course, we get cornered by the courier. Hey,
I've been looking for you.
are you
Got
bringing
something
what I'm
supposed to
thinking you're
deliver.
bringing?
Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Thank you, thank you. What did you give me? Crafting manuals. Magic books, fragment notes, journals, letter from Orient. Beautiful. Good day, my friend. I hope this message finds you well. I wanted to report to you the current success of the museum and to offer you an additional incentive since you've proven yourself quite capable indeed. We've started to receive visitors to the museum and they're quite taken with the displays. I've set up a donation box near the museum entrance and I'll leave your share of the contributions made by patrons who visit inside it. Feel free to help yourself to the proceeds anytime you stop by. Additionally, I wanted to offer the use of the museum's safe house. It's been locked up and unused for some time, but I went in and made sure it was in good order. You'll find it's fully equipped with all the amenities you could ever want. This key will give you access. Be well and keep up the good work. Orion Morellis. This is what I was waiting for. Let's head back inside and we'll go to the safe house. And this is where we're going to be living for the time being. Is there anything in the donation box? There is. A little bit of gold. Take that. So the easiest way to get to the safe house, from outside anyway, is to just go through here, through the first door on the left, and all the way top of the stairs. I want to get a recall spell as soon as I can possibly get my hands on one. That might take a little bit of work, but I think I might be able to get one before too long. That should be able to let us just pop right back here. Because the one problem with this mod is that it doesn't have a quick teleport. So this is our new house. And honestly, it's quite nice. I'm going to take a walk around. I'm going to turn all the lights on and gather up things that need to be gathered. Like the gold and bunch of fate cards on the table. That I will absolutely take. This is, of course, it's a home. It comes with all of the home amenities, but the nice thing is that it's very intricately connected with the museum itself. And there's plenty of places where we could just drop stuff off to either be sold or to be placed on display. We've got a full armory back there. Got a door directly to Solitude. And we've got a crafting room, which I will absolutely be taking advantage of momentarily and explaining. But I just want to quickly light everything up so that you can see what this place is meant to look like. This is our bedroom. It's quite nice. It's well appointed. It's got a skylight. Pretty damn schwanky in here. We don't have any firewood. Can't light the fires, unfortunately. But, there are fireplaces and all sorts of things. Comes with an attached bathroom that actually functions, which is neat. You can turn the water on. Very cool. Very well done. And the textures in this place are beautiful, honestly. And then off the side here is a cloakroom. All those random cloaks that we've been picking up off enemies, we can display them here. And if we wait just a moment, you should, at least some of them, will pop into existence on the hangers here. The ones that qualify, anyway. I don't think any of those were meant to be there, but you can see that they do appear. And then back here is our treasury. This room will gradually fill up with gold the more valuable things and gems that I put inside of it. Let's dump off all our random gems and stuff that aren't on display, as well as 5k of our gold. I am gonna basically just let this room grow over time, because it will become very impressive. As you can see, we're already starting to get fill up here. And I want to kind of just let you guys watch this place grow, and we'll get to see what it's like at the end of us doing everything. It'd be pretty neat to see. You can put gold ingots, you can put gems, and you can put coins here. And there's also a spot for King Orgnum's coffer, which I will go and get later, that will periodically add gold. So down here is a useless room, which I believe is you can have children here. And then there's also a room on this end that I think is meant for companions, although I could be wrong. For the moment, though, it's not used for anything. Till we buy the relevant upgrades. But this is going to be kind of our base of operations for quite a while, and honestly, I think it fits pretty damn well. Over in the side here, we've got a whole dining room and kitchen. There's a secret entrance and exit that leads out to the front of the museum there. Will allow us to quickly get back inside without having to go all the way through the museum, as well as a kitchen with working freezers, ice boxes, and food displays. So if I were to, for example, throw some food in here. May take a second, but does work. We then go open the icebox. It pops onto display, which is very, very neat. And the water fountain here will let you clean the blood off of you if you're visibly bloody after a fight. It's a neat little addition. And then we've got our little dishes hutch here. We happen to pick up random plates or goblets or things like that. I do happen to have a random plate. or 2. And if they're the right kinds of plates, they'll show up. There's our liquor cabinet. We can fill that with liquor, and then we can get ale, mead, and spiced wine here, which have various effects. Yeah, you can see the plates showing up at the bottom there. So this place is nice. I am gonna break down extra things, do a little bit of crafting, a little bit of sorting of our stuff, and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, folks, I did a little bit of crafting. We're up to 56 smithing, and I've got the advanced armor perk. We're up to level 13, and I added a little bit more to our health. I also... Excuse me. That's not where you're meant to be. Which mannequin are you? Oh. Oh, they've all just wandered off. My god, I hate the fact that mannequins are actually NPCs in this game. It's so fucking disturbing. Like, it's really, really, honestly, very creepy. As I was saying before Lovecraftian shit started happening, I made a new sword for us. It's very big. Yeah. It's very, very, very large. It does a lot of damage. And, I think, folks, that before we continue with our quest, that we need to do a bit of power leveling. And what manner of power leveling, do I suggest? You may be asking. Well, there's only one kind of power leveling for somebody like us. So let's take a walk. See if we can find some things that should not be kill, shall we? Now, I happen to know of the existence of an entrance within Solitude to an area that most people might not be aware of. Let's see if I can track it down, shall we?
Still I am refused.
I need to find the Hall of the Dead. I think that this is it. There should be an entrance. Ah. Here we go. And if I'm not wrong, somewhere in here will be a door to the place that I would like to go. In the meantime, though, we can train our two-handed skill on these skeletons. I don't think the priests of Arcade would mind us clearing out the undead problem down here. Can I see it on the map yet? No. Means it's either visible or not open. The heck? Who are you? Why are you just hanging out with skeletons? Hello?
Four mortals made a pact, dressed in blood, signed in blood.
Are you
The
okay?
hollow scream words unknown, knells of silence to forewarn that which cannot be unseen. Darkness fathom daylight's dream. Signed in blood, dressed in blood, neither death nor calm nor coming spring can stop the scarlet rain or sea. For the seeds have been planted in the void, and the void planted in the seed.
You really shouldn't be down here, insane or not. It's not exactly safe.
Down in shadow, lost in grief, trapped in the void's endless trench, to unknowable depths and terror's height goes our downward ascent. For signed in blood they came, and dressed in blood they went. When mortals for reapers fame, that all may soon repent.
So, someone made a pact with 4 beings of power. Can you tell me a little bit more about this pact you're going on about?
4 mortals said the words and brought the blight upon this land. 2 knives, 1 tail, and the hour of death is soon at hand. The third with sand between her toes, the fourth with ice upon his breath. Together in ritual and sunken time, they seek the dismal
The
death.
4th one was a Nord.
The stage is built, but the chairs are all but sterile. A place for one who sits opposed, a challenger, a champion, a hero. For when darkness fells the day and swallows the stars, All that's left to light the path is the fire that burns in mortal hearts.
I don't know what to make of the vast majority of that, but if anybody fits the description of champion, it would be me.
Steel tongues and iron teeth clack day and night for but a septem's peace.
Who are you, anyway?
Names are all we are. Name it, and it shall be known. It wears a new name, wears it proud, same as the old. Mother said, your name is Gwyvain. Father agreed, it's a lovely name. The children called her ugly and vain. Mother said, ignore their game.
You don't seem too vain to me. I mean, you're wearing a potato sack. Insane, maybe, but not vain.
The taunt is for the name, but let it fester, and truth it became.
Oh, because her name has vain in it. Okay. So, how exactly did you get this way?
Seams ran jagged on a curved dome, shuddered, snapped, lost in moans. Thrusting pain, unending pain, never will it after. Heart bleeds, but no blood comes. Sorrow knows only laughter. Trust was given, trust was shaken. Love she kept, so it was taken.
Ah, okay. Just gonna leave that one on the table. 10-foot pole, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the mystical pact. Who made it?
The cat whispered doubt to the knives, but its blades cut through the knee. It quivered no more, but fur sat matted, lapping meekly at its fleas. The knives nodded to frozen breath, as it read from tome of forgotten death. Flame rose, flame cold, wretched, wrenching soul of old. From the earth born anew, cleansed through blood and both defiled, water mixed with grains of sand, cut from the curve of the mother's child.
Khajiit? I know one of them is a Nord, so it has to be this one or this one. Redguard and Oregonian. It's gotta be a Khajiit, an Alpha Nord, and a Redguard.
Frozen words conjured life, soul unbound to cause limitless strife. Daylight's end is Nern's final chapter, sand on the rug, frozen not long after. So it was said, and then signed in blood, but only
So
for
they
three
killed the
and not for
Khajiit.
one.
Can't
Fourth
blame
was
them on
dressed
that
in
one.
shades of red. One soul entered while the other fled.
They killed the Khajiit for his cowardice.
Fear perhaps, love maybe. What is the provenance of true denial? Know I not, but I know this. The robe was dressed in the ocean's vial.
So how did you come to learn of this pact?
The tale said, I smell another. The knives said, you smell a corpse. Bones rattle and bones wake, and smells or voices hoarse. 4 mortals made the pact, but another sat in shallows. No one sees the short, the poor, or the blind in the shadows. The 5th one heard the pact, but did not speak or sign, shivered, trembled, fought for warmth in cold's frigid bind, in the shade to hide from shades, and say the words that fell the day.
They made the pact down in a crypt.
The sand says, you must find the dead. The tale says, we found them. A claw is brought, a wheel is turned, and the end is near to ground them.
Does Steer know you're down here? I'm guessing Steer is probably the priest.
The priest said to the dead one, these apples I want no more. The priest said to the wind, I light these fires so bones are warm. The priest tends to the dead, as the priest should. The fishwife is not seen, or heard, or even understood. Knows not, or cares not, or cares too much to care. Priest moves in arcade guides, in light is mystery bare.
You're a fucking unsanctioned psyker. Without a doubt. That or you're just absolutely insane. I don't know what to make of you. At all. She was not, to be clear, not what I came down here for. This was. I think. Pretty sure this is what I came down here for. An old chest. Ah, that's right. Note to self, don't just open chests down here. That could be mimics. Well, hope you guys like being underground, because we're about to be down here for quite a while. Is there an actual intended path down here, or is it just a sheer cliff that we can't get back up? Because it looks like a sheer cliff that we can't get back up. Alright. Oh! Speaking of mimics! My god. You had a soul trap dagger, a bunch of gold, and a gold ingot. Corpses of their gold. They can't take it with them, but we damn sure can. Well, there's no going back that way, so even if we wanted to leave, we'd have to find another way out. How about that, huh? Look at this thing. It's nasty. What are the teeth? Can we flip you over so I can actually look at you? The teeth are just teeth. I expected them to be fingers like they are in Dark Souls. But no, the teeth are just teeth. Bone wheel skeletons? Okay. Oh, these guys are really strong. Really strong. Back, 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 back. Wow. Okay. Big deal down here. Maybe we should come back later. Don't think we're quite armored up enough for this. I at the very least want some better spells. And or enchantments. But, we'll keep this place in mind. Because of... Where did she go? Hey, crazy girl, where'd you go? Hello? You disappeared. Weird. Creepy. Never mind about the power leveling. We got our asses kicked by fucking, Nito. Immediately. Nito's boys. Fucking bone wheel skeletons.
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do.
Depends on how well you
Please,
pay.
take pity on an old madman.
What do you need?
My master has abandoned me. Abandoned his people. And nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help?
How can I find it? Who even is he?
Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as a Jarl. No, no. Such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea.
What?
Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that.
You just handed me a hip bone. I sense Sheogorath We'll touch
then.
that later. Yeah. All of my plans are being rapidly turned on their head because I am not powerful to do enough to do a lot of this stuff. Let's Let me think. Let me think. Well, no need to start on Felberg. Nightwielder Spire won't be of any use to us. Not at the moment. We just need more powerful weaponry, really, is our problem. We keep getting really outmatched. You know what? Let's go to Dragon's Reach. We'll talk to Farengar and see if I can get any decent healing spells. That'll be a step forward. Maybe I can find a half-decent ward or something, too, to use. You know, some defensive magic. Maybe a couple of enchanted items. We'll figure something out. What is our armor rating at right now, anyway? An easy way to check that? It's not bad. It could be better. 306. So essentially, we need to either just straight boost our armor rating, or we need to boost resistances. Which means I need some way of fortifying smithing, so I can just enchantment cheese. Farengar, you fucking nerd.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the
Be with you in a
ongoing
moment.
hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors.
Nothing I can do here.
It seems this damnable conflict is.
Oh, I do have that ring that lets me leech. I picked up off that vampire? Yeah. Sure that we've got all the enchanted rings that we've got available.
Everyone's passion.
So that should help.
Me, I prefer my books and my spells. There's a spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Do you have anything worth disenchanting? No, you have a destruction tome that's not super useful to us. Spells. Spells. Down spells, candlelight, ends. Bunch of conjuration stuff. Cure poison, I'll take that. Fast healing, we need that. We have any like anti-undead? Oh, lesser ward, yes please. Planeswalk spells. Do I shell out for Predator Vision right now? Field detection, no. Ah, another ward. Take that. We probably can't use it yet, but I'll take it. That's an anti-undead spell. Those are both anti-undead spells. I'll take water walking. The dreadful theft of... What is this? Buy it just to find out what it is. We can sell all these crap soul gems to him. These random scrolls. Extra amulets. These... Don't need the vampire armor. Oh, shouldn't have sold that, but oh well. Not like I was going to use it anyway. We don't need this. This or that. We can keep that because he can't afford it. Alright, let's look at these books here. I gotta do something with these crafting manuals. I don't need to have them on me. Fuck it, I'll learn all of these spells. I don't know that I'll ever use them, but I'll learn them for the sake of it. Learn the Locust Storm spells too. Because we got them. Okay, what is this? Jabasha tells you that a Breton came to Jabasha's shop. Very nervous, this Breton. As Jabasha said, the Breton sells Jabasha the minute... Oh, Jesus Christ, it's a fucking Khajiit book. It was late at night that the dreadful theft occurred, Farrakh said. They took it all, every drop of it. That's how he greeted me. I said nothing at first. Farrakh's brewery was high in the trees, spiral, and I had just climbed the great spiral all the way around from the dirt below. I just stopped to say goodbye, because... I know it. You're off to Cyrodiil to get your education. You just dropped in for a bit of ale before leaving, is that it? Well, they took every drop of it, so there's no use begging a mug from me. I didn't contradict him. I was still panting, and he was right. I came to see him for one last taste of his fine summer ale. But if you want to take a keg to that fancy studium of yours, he might have a deal for you. Didn't you say it was stolen? I asked. I did say that, because it was stolen, said Farrakh. But if you can get it back, I'll let you take a keg of it. They didn't take my regular ale. They took the Sun's Dusk ale. I don't believe I've ever had the pleasure of that one, I said. Few have, for the brewing of it is a trying task. It takes years for all the meat and bugs to fall in. And bugs? I asked. You can't just go dumping them in, you know, Farrakh said. They have to fall naturally. Crosswings have a fierce bitterness when they die afraid. First, you must stretch 17 strings of Elfique gut over each barrel. Then you must press fresh boar meat onto the strings, being careful not to let any fall before it is properly rotted. Then you must dust the meat with the finely chopped skins of the red-striped frog to make sure the crosswings are drunk and happy when they fall. You do this every month for 3 or more years until you have enough meat and bugs to fill the barrel. That's not even counting the enchantments. Spells to attract the crosswings and mimics, and spells to keep out the flipbacks, tree hoppers, and hover young. There are spells to encourage the green mold and prevent the brown and white molds. Then you have to seal the barrel for 9 or more years until the last of the green mold turns. It sounds very difficult, I said, preferring ignorance when it came to green-packed brewing. Do you know who did it? It was those filthy, miserable Imga, spat Farrakh. 6 kegs I had. They're the only ones who could carry a keg over each shoulder. The brewery stinks of them. Is there actually a point to this? I'm just going to skip through to see if it triggers something at the end. Jesus Christ, what is this? What the fuck? How long does this go on for? How long does this go on for? It isn't a skill book. It just is. What? That is so
if
odd.
you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
That is really, really weird. Really, really weird. I have no idea what that is. I'm super glad that I didn't elect to just read that all the way through because Jesus Christ, it would be long.
Take a look.
I know you have magic. Do you have anything worthwhile? I'm gonna look through his stuff and I'll be right back. He had nothing I wanted. So now we've got some better healing spells to work with, which is an upside. He's also got a ward that we can use and some anti-undead spells. I happen to know that if I can find my way to it, there's another entrance to those catacombs here in this building. Should be in these Jarl's quarters. Let me see if perhaps this way is a little less dangerous than the path we just took. I doubt it, but, you know, we'll find out.
Can a man have a bit of privacy? Get out of here.
Don't mind me, Preventus. Oh, he's gonna get pissy at me.
This is the last time I'll say it.
Yep, he's gonna get pissy at me. I know there's also an entrance in the dungeons we might be able to get to. Dungeons down here. There's like a breakable grate, I'm pretty sure, down here. If we can't find it. Am I going to get a bounty for unlocking
offense is a good defense, am I right?
one of these doors?
Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man, but he has good stock.
I'm just reading some books, huh, buddy? The fuck is that noise? Oh, let's find out. It's not this great. Obviously. This one? Nope. Well, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Aha. You know, it figures it's the one with the random dead bandit on top of it. See if I can do this without getting seen. There we go. Come with me! Free! Just gonna bump my head on it. There we go. Now, I have zero clue what is down here. Look at the map. Apparently an owned coin purse, which is weird. It's just down here. There's a dead skeever. Lead. What is that weird noise? You guys hear that too, right?
Ah, look. A mortal.
What the
I see you have
fuck?
discovered my lair. Very well done for a creature of such low wit.
You're really loud. It's kind of hard not to find you. You're crammed in a dungeon.
Peas for brains and onions for eyes. I dare say you are, if nothing else, a healthy dullard.
I'll gut you.
Well, Pea-brain, consider the walls are not for keeping myself in, but for keeping fools out.
Doesn't work very well, does it? You know, benefit of the doubt here. I've never met one of you that could talk.
Aren't you the bright one? You figured out I wasn't an ordinary wisp mother, and you did so without the aid of pictures. Good for you. I cannot say for certain why I am still lucid, whereas others are not. Only that I believe it has something to do with its location.
Really?
For all my life, I wanted vengeance against those that wronged me. And it is that singular focus that brings thought to this one's partial existence. Who is to say what would happen if the object of that enmity, the very descendants of the one I despise, were to leave Whiterun for another hole?
You'd lose your attachment to the location and probably disappear. Out of curiosity, who are they and what do they do to you?
Your lust for blood is amusing, mortal. I would very much like to help in nurturing such a very desirable compulsion.
Again, I'll gut you.
Unfortunately, I have not waited countless millennia to have my vengeance handed to me on a dish not yet cold.
How is it not yet cold? You've been waiting countless millennia. Who were you before you died?
I was once the daughter of Hjorl, one of the early patrons of the great clan Battleborn.
Ah.
It was the time of Nordic kings, long before Ty the Septim made this land the vanguard of his empire.
Boy, we're meeting all the
Yet
crazies
my
today.
father was only a father by blood, and not by name. For my mother was one of the last of the Snow Elves.
Ah, of course she
and
was.
their
You're a
union
Mary
was
Sue.
said to be a betrayal of both their people.
That is a really stupid question. Insert stupid question here.
If my father was to lead the clan to prosperity, my existence could not be known. So I was thrown into this dungeon, left here to rot through countless winters, through wars and famine.
That sucks, buddy.
I was here as castles crumble and were built anew, haunting these damp, fetid tunnels, as Olaf built Dragon's Reach and a new dungeon above it.
Whenabouts did you actually die?
Well, indeed, mortal. For even now, I hardly consider myself dead.
You really are.
In fact, I believe it is that very refusal to die that allowed me to continue wandering this plane.
Again, that sucks, buddy.
Living in this squalid pit with only the rats to serve as meals, the only motivation I had was to outlive my father. I lived for the day when he lay on his deathbed, summoning me to his chamber in hopes that I would absolve him of his betrayal.
Never happened, did it?
The dying always believe they can use their own deaths as a shortcut, a way to receive forgiveness from those they wronged in life. I vowed not to pity him when that moment came. I would spit in his face and let him greet the sun with a glob of milky white hanging from his beard.
That's disgusting.
Only he never gave me the satisfaction. They never brought me to see him. It would not have mattered. I could hear the whispers through the grate. My father had forgotten, and I was already dead.
Okay, enough about your past. Vaguely interesting, though it may be.
Finally.
I'm gonna go
Goodbye,
now,
little mortal.
because I don't think you have anything for me to actually do. Now we know what that weird noise is. Why is it that whenever I go looking for one of these entrances, I always find some weirdo? Oh, there's a thing over here. That. I don't know where these entrances are, by the way. I just know that they exist. That seems like a one-way trip. Oh, it's on the other side of this door. Never mind. What does this lead? Ah, the guard barracks. So where in the sweet hell is the entrance that I'm actually after? The notes I have say something about a breakable
Hello.
crate, but... it's one of these. Well, I guess I will, smack a few grates and see if I can't find this place. lo and behold, it was that first one. I just had to smack it a few times. And this leads into the Dragon's Reach to us. Let's go get our asses handed to us again, shall we? I'm almost tempted to go find the other entrances just to see if there's more weirdos at each one. Knock knock. Eldritch horrors. Oh, that's not a good noise. Seems I can't find Balgruuf's secret room. The entrance must be here around somewhere. Let's relax and drink some wine. There's always tomorrow. It didn't end well for you, did it, buddy? Oh, that's not a fun noise at all. What the fuck? Ah, glad my leech ring is doing its job at least. Where are these? Oh, that's vile. Oh, scorpion. Oh. Hi. It won't die. Oh, there's an even bigger one. Just keep slashing. Let the ring do the work. Fucking hell. Oh, it's not fun down here. Where does this go? Dragon's Reach y'all's quarters. I just want to see where this pops out at. Curious where the entrance is.
Can't a woman get a moment to herself? Leave me.
I mean,
I'm not going to warn you again. Get out or I'll call the guards. You should have listened. Guards! Help! Trespasser!
I'm leaving. Jesus.
Back off.
Oh boy. There's not even a fucking door there.
Be careful.
There's no door where I came out. I'm very confused.
By the order of the Jarl, I command you to hold.
This is great. This is just a great time for everybody involved. Invisible doors.
By the order of the Jarl, stop right there. Smart man.
Fine, take the 5 gold. I'm gonna work my way back around to that sewer, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, we're back down here. And in all honesty, I think that this is where I'm gonna call it for now. Next episode, we'll pick it up and start really exploring these caves in earnest, because I know they're pretty damn big. Hopefully we won't die as quickly as we did before. Anyway, stay safe, good hunting, and goodbye. I'll catch you next time.